And he fires it off with such just perfect timing and precision, but he's also got these hammers of roundhouse kicks.
Opening bell, try to catch Tawanchai cold. Before Tawanchai can establish the metronome, before Tawanchai can set the rhythm. Because once that rhythm is set, that's where Tawanchai will control it. Can Clubber open up with the heavy artillery? Can he try and plant his flag early here? Southpaw starts on Tawanchai. Orthodox on Clubber Clancy.
Well, those matches that you were speaking about with Kulab Dom were decision wins, and it's just beautiful technical precision, just like that. He's just able to figure out what you're doing and then come up with a counter for it. Sean needs to go forward and disrupt him right now.
Clancy cannot stay on his line against Tawanchai. Tawanchai will pick him off. And I agree, Mitch, like I said, you've got to go for it. Got to go for it early. Crossing elbow there from Tawanchai. First we've seen outside leg kick from Clubber.
Man, I cringed when that leg kick landed, the head kick landed. You can already see the hematoma on the side of Sean Clancy's head there. And he shook that off, just like Mitch said. Sirloin, truck stop.
High right roundhouse kick there from Clubber. Caught on the double forearms guard. Catch and sweep counter. Couldn't execute the sweep. Two-punch combination over the top. Trying to measure with the lead hand there, Clubber Clancy. Resets. Thought about the front kick. Teep off the back leg, out of southpaw stance from Tawanchai. Cracks the back leg, goes up to the head.
He's so fast with those kicks, man, and the way that he does it, there's almost no tell whatsoever.
He drops him with the left hand. I think you just popped him on the chin with that left hand, and Clubber went down. You cannot stand in front of Tawanchai. He will tee off on you like a golf course. 3 knockdowns in 1 round, don't forget it will be over. Uppercut to left cross.
Clancy can't stand in front of Tawanchai. Look at that kick, just precision.
He's got to go circular, he's got to go lateral. He's just staying in front of Tawanchai. It's a recipe for disaster. Jab 2. Get off the fence here, Clubber Clancy. You've got to move. Look at Tawanchai, nothing phasing him. Just relaxed.
You can see Clancy's only moving forward and back. He's got to start moving laterally, and especially away from that left kick.
It'll be interesting to look at the punch stats at the end of this match because everything, I feel like Tawanchai has a 100% strike landing rate.
I don't disagree. Everything off his left side so far is just superb. We're seeing the elbows, the high kicks. We're seeing the straight left cross. This is a show. This is a performance. Oh, clubs Clubber with that right hand. And Clubber's face is a horror story. Another high left round kick from Tawanchai. Ownership, complete ownership. Can be nothing else but a 10-8 round for Tawanchai.
Man, the confidence and swagger is just oozing out of Tawanchai. And the sound of these shots, it sounds like a baseball bat hitting a watermelon. It is so beautiful to watch that left kick come up high. There's that knockdown early in the round there. Look at it, a counter strike and boom, touches him on the chin with the right, follows it up with the left.
I'll tell you what, guys, this is my first time watching Tawanchai live. I'm blown away, Rich. I am blown away.
I've already been sitting in this chair, clinching a couple times when I watch these head kicks land, and everything is landing. I would like to be in Sean Clancy's corner right now, listening to what kind of coaching, how he's actually going to answer what Tawanchai has brought in after the first round.
I think it comes down to movement. You've got to move. You can't stay flat-footed in front of Tawanchai. You can't stay in a straight line of Tawanchai. You've got to move around.
And he's got to circle to the left. He's got to get away from that power side, that right kick. He just that left kick keeps coming. He's got to circle to his left and keep moving.
This is just danger for Clubber Clancy, the Irishman. Second round of 3, 10-8 opening round unofficially, but you can't give it any other way. First round for Tawanchai.
Look how relaxed Tawanchai is, composed, and just... He's walking through Central Park on a Sunday afternoon.
He's having a coffee, he's strolling along, he's waving to people, saying hello to his mates. I mean, this is just incredible.
He's got a world champion standing in front of him. Look at that nice little step through to the right hand.
The hematoma, the cut, the left eye's closing a little now for Sean Clancy.
Yeah, you know, Chevelle, you talk about Sean Clancy using that footwork to move. I don't believe that he has the footwork to outmaneuver Tawanchai. Maybe he should look at clinch work here, something tying him up just so Tawanchai can't tee off on him.
Left hand lead there from Tawanchai. Clancy goes upstairs. Cannot just throw the singles though. Got to use combinations here. Got to find a way to try and frustrate, land something on Tawanchai.
You can see another hematoma on the outside of the jaw right there of Sean Clancy.
The right hand was there for the asking, didn't take it though, and look at the return from Tawanchai.
This is a 4 or 5 piece combination. Every single one of them landed.
And it all started with that jab. That right jab just comes, look at that thing. It's a sledgehammer, just pops him right in the chin over and over again. He can do it off the back foot too. He's moving backwards and he's throwing shots.
Uppercut elbow. This is more like it. Maybe you heard you, Rich. Trying the clinch work now. Clubber Clancy. Chance for the knees from the Irishman. He's been more active on the inside in the clinch, and maybe it'll give him a slight boost of confidence. Not a drop of sweat on Tawanchai. Not a crease of concern on the 21-year-old's face.
What I really like about Tawanchai's style is that he's just very patient with everything that he throws. There's no rush for him. Even when he has somebody wobbled, he still follows up very patiently, and everything is just with precision.
It's also the efficiency of the striking. Everything is thrown to land. There are no wasted shots. Spinning back elbow to the side of the jaw. 2-punch combo there.
I know we speak a lot about accuracy, but this is the definition of striking accuracy. Every single shot he throws and initiates, he lands.
And guys, you don't see the downward elbow a lot in Muay Thai these days. You just don't see it. And here we see Tawanchai ripping out the jumping downward elbows, trying to crack the top of the head, the headache maker, trying to crack the clavicle of Clancy.
10 seconds.
You can see why he's so scary. You can see why everyone fears meeting Tawanchai. Inside the ring, inside the circle.
I think in the first round, Clancy was caught off guard, and that power kind of surprised him, and he went down that one time. But here, he's still in this matchup. He's still pushing forward. I like his change of strategy, utilizing the clinch, trying to go forward, not allowing Tawanchai to completely have his way with him. Here he is, trying to come forward. Look at that, evasive maneuvers. Throws the 5-piece and lands each one of them.
You know, this round, you could almost argue, even though he didn't score a knockdown, this round could be a 10-8 round because it's a complete domination round. But I'll say this about Sean, even though at this point in time he was knocked down in the first, that would be a 10-8 round. This round, possibly a 10-8 round. You can tell by the way he's moving in this match that there's no part of him that thinks, I'm out of this fight. He's still throwing, and in his mind, he's going to win this thing.
I'll go 20-17 after 2 rounds. 10-8 first for Tawanchai, 10-9 second for Tawanchai.
Guys out.
Sean Clubber Clancy though, all guts, all heart. That Irish fighting spirit here, still here. He is not prepared to wave the white flag. Not yet.
All right, ready?
You can never deny the heart of Sean Clubber Clancy. Great sportsmanship there. The respect, the honor, the integrity.
You know, Mitch, you talked about how Sean had underestimated Tawanchai's power at the beginning of this match. I think if I walked past Tawanchai down the street, I would completely underestimate him as being the fighter that he is.
Rear hook there from Clubber Clancy. Tawanchai with the elbow off the lead arm.
I like how he changes stances when he throws that right hand. He comes forward, changes stances, and then lands!
Smack bang! The big kibosh! It's good night, Irene! Left side, roundhouse kick! Smack bang! From Tawanchai!
I think the changing of the stances was the undoing. He came in for it, ran right into that high kick. Tawanchai, PK, Saenchai, Muay Thai jam with a 3rd round KO. Talk about an exclamation mark.
It was always the danger off that left side, and Tawanchai planted him like a tree. Rich, we have just seen someone very, very, very special.
Yeah, you know, and Sean even saw this kick come and he thought that he was going to be able to evade it. But when Tawanchai threw this kick, full hip extension and rotation there, and Clancy just could not get out of the way in time.
Just excellence in execution. A highlight reel finish. Let's go to Tom Lau and make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee has called a stop to this contest for your winner. By way of knockout, Tawanchai PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym.
He's knocking in the top 5 of the bantamweight division. Where the world champion is Nongo, number 1 Semabit, number 2 Rodlik, number 3 Kulabdam, who is beaten 3 times. Number 4 Ramazanov, number 5 Bubble Sarko. Does this get him a place in the top 5? Tawanchai knocking out Sean Clubber Clancy. 21 years old.
Man, right there in that replay, you can just see Tawanchai take that side step right there and then plant. He was setting up for that from the beginning of that entire movement.
A true genius. And folks, still to come tonight at One Championship Dangal, we've got the moment that all of India has been waiting for. The Heavyweight World Championship, Brandon Vera versus Arjun Bhullar. We park our peepers backstage and there he is, the man with 1.3 billion Indians behind him, Arjun Bhullar, looking to become the new world champion and the face of Indian mixed martial arts.
Oh, and he gets caught coming in, and a kick to the head, and it's finished.
Tonight at One Dangal, Brandon Vera faces the toughest test to his one heavyweight throne in Arjun Bhullar, a hardened warrior willing to walk through fire to take his crown and inspire a nation.
I absolutely think he looks at me and he sees a problem.
Arjun's got great hands.
I think that's a problem that keeps him up at night.
Great head movement. He doesn't mind staying in the pocket and trading, which is very abnormal for a heavyweight.
I'm not a guy who's going to fold up. I'm coming to grind, I'm coming forward, I'm going to pressure. All of those things he doesn't like. I'm going to rough him up, I'm going to go deep waters.
Our two styles of playing inside in the pocket are totally different. Once he sees what I have to offer inside the pocket, we'll see if he wants to stay there and play with me.
No one's broken me. No one has got me even going backwards. I go forward, that's what I do.
At the end of this event, I see my hands raised and the belt around my waist.
Well, I'm going to reach down deep within his soul. I'm going to show him it's time.
Roundhouse kick to the liver there. This crowd going bananas. Tremendous power.
The wait is almost over. Tonight, India's Arjun Bhullar will finally challenge Brandon Vera for the One Heavyweight World Championship. The Filipino hero has run through his challengers so far in double quick time. But Bhullar is sure to give him his toughest test yet. Brandon Vera's run at heavyweight in the circle has been jaw-dropping. The Truth has won all 4 of his fights in the division by spectacular first-round knockout. Vera has one-shot KO power, and that's exactly how he made the last defense of his belt.
It's a lead hook, swinging. Oh, he gets caught! And good night, Irene!
Bhullar promises to challenge Vera like he has never been before on the global stage. As an Olympian in freestyle wrestling, he has the grappling skills to take away the champion's strengths and drag him into deep water. But Bhullar also has a high-quality striking game, as he proved against the dangerous Mauro Cirilli.
Uppercut from Arjun Bhullar.
Doing a good job utilizing that jab.
Whose gas check will prevail? Stiff right hand there from Bhullar. Jab again from Bhullar. Mauro Cirilli's face is a mess. This has been an incredible contest. It's been a contest of attrition.
Arjun Bhullar!
Will Vera or Bhullar emerge with the gold?
Welcome back to One Championship Dangal. We're here in Singapore. Nighttime is upon us, and so too is our main event. And coming up next is the one we've all been waiting for the Heavyweight World Championship. The defending champion Brandon Vera, the challenger Arjun Bhullar. Our global rule set means it's 5 rounds of action judged in its entirety. There are no kicks to the head of a grounded opponent, but you can knee to the head of a grounded opponent. Let's take a look at the challenger, Arjun Bhullar.
To be the king, you gotta take out the king.
A Commonwealth Games wrestling gold medalist. A swag of world titles to his name.
History stays forever. I'll be a world champion for life. And to be the first Indian world champion, you can never take that away. When Indian fans see me, I want them to see themselves. I want them to know one of their own is now a world champion. I want to ignite this whole subcontinent. I want the whole country to embrace the sport.
Inside this Singapore indoor stadium, it is time for the main event that all the world, and particular India, has been waiting for. The brooding, bearded, bald figure of the challenger Arjun Bhullar. A chance to make history tonight, to become not only India's first ever mixed martial arts world champion, but India's first ever heavyweight combat sports world champion. It's never been done before, but Arjun Bhullar is confident that he can be the man to do it tonight. He says he finishes the champion, Brandon Vera. The intensity this man has brought in his preparation, in his media interviews and engagements all week around the hotel, around Singapore, has been insane. And look at the eyes, the laser-like focus of Arjun Bhullar. The big gold mace over the shoulder. Walked past backstage earlier on, you could hear him grunting, pounding in his change room. He has never been more ready than he is tonight, Arjun Bhullar, and he needs to be ready because he is taking on a man who has been untouchable and run through everyone in the heavyweight division in Brandon Vera. The thumping music, the thumping footsteps of the Indian wrestling megastar.
Representing India, the challenger, Arjun Bhullar.
To all of our fans watching on Star in India, this is the man they are hoping will bring home the gold. And 34-year-old Arjun Bhullar, fighting out of Punjab, India, become India's first ever world champion. Will history be made tonight by the Commonwealth Games wrestling gold medalist Arjun Bhullar? Stomps his way to the circle, a man with mean intentions.
Arjun Bhullar brings a huge wrestling pedigree with him inside the circle. But we've seen Arjun really put together a lot of fancy handwork, showcasing good head movement, aggressive forward pressure. Here, what he showed against Cirilli was an aggressive stand-up routine. He likes the dirty box, likes to work his way into the clinch, control the head, throw lots of uppercuts. He's incredibly fast. He's got good movement for a heavyweight, and he also packs a punch. He does his best work inside the clinch, but I would expect that he's going to try to bring something different to the table here tonight. I don't think he's going to want to stand and bang with the truth, Michael.
Rich Franklin, you talk about Arjun Bhullar, you talk about pure intensity.
Absolutely. One of the things I love about Arjun here is that he has a gas tank as well. We saw him working his hands against Sorelli there, but he did that for 15 minutes with those combinations. He didn't attempt very many takedowns. His best route to victory against Brandon Vera is looking to take him into deep waters, because it's been a while since Brandon's been there, so I would be looking to test that gas tank.
The final preparations for Arjun Bhullar. He is ready, and certainly India is ready for their first ever world champion. Is this the man to finally do it for India? And he takes on a tremendous heavyweight, a heavyweight who has been absolutely unstoppable in the division. The Philippines, Brandon Vera. It's a lead hook, swinging. Oh, he gets caught!
With all these monsters that one championship is signed, it's definitely lit a fire under my ass. I am getting faster, stronger. I am looking forward to fighting each and every single one of them. They're all hoping that I retire and that I just go away and give the belt back to the division. That heavyweight world title is mine. That's gonna be mine until I decide it's my time to go. That belt is coming home with me. The rightful and true champ. The heavyweight champ. That's who I am.
It is somewhere that Brandon Vera has been many times before. The world's heavyweight champion, about to make the walk along the hallway of champions. With a focus on Vera. Are we going to see a new Brandon Vera? After losing in his light heavyweight title quest against Ong Lan Sung, he went to Florida. He now trains alongside the former world champion Ong Lan Sung and Martin Nguyen, with trainer Henry Hooft and the team out of Sanford MMA. He says he's more powerful, more aggressive, he's faster, and he is coming to clean out the entire heavyweight division. 2021, the year of the heavyweights in one. We've absolutely stacked the roster. And Vera says they'll be like bowling pins. I'll strike them all out. It begins with Arjun Bhullar tonight. Can Vera finish the Indian wrestling star quickly, as he has done to so many?
Representing the Philippines, the one heavyweight world champion, Brandon the Truth Vera.
Brandon Vera staring at Arjun Bhullar in the circle. What an entrance here from Vera. How dominant he has been as the heavyweight world champion here at ONE. Mitch, what do we expect from Brandon Vera, who is reinventing himself at Sanford MMA alongside his training partner, former world champion Ong Lan Sung?
Yeah, Michael, you said dominant, but that doesn't even begin to describe Brandon Vera. He is the first and only heavyweight champion one championship has ever known, and it's because of this. It's some smooth counter-striking. 4 men have tried, 4 men have gone to sleep. He will start you if you enter his range. He will put you down. He says he's not typically a counter striker. He likes to be aggressive, but these big heavyweights keep running at him. And I talked to him about his smooth counter striking style and how would it fit with the style over there at Sanford MMA. And he says, you know what, Mitch? I started this game, Dutch kickboxing. His first coach was the great Rob. Come on, Michael.
Oh, that I did not know that Rob Patton was his first coach.
Way back in the day. So he says he was born and bred to do Dutch-style kickboxing. So they fit together. like a puzzle piece. He was the missing puzzle piece, and Sanford MMA fit right into it. Look at that, 75% finishing rate, but he's got 100% finishing rate here inside One Championship. It's time for the truth to let you know, Rich Franklin.
It is going to be extraordinary here. The truth to take on Big Bad Bhullar. It is our main event for the Heavyweight World Championship. It is the Philippines versus India, freestyle versus Kushti. Let's go to Tom Lau for our official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. 5 rounds of 5 minutes for the One Heavyweight World Championship. Our 3 judges scoring this bout at circle side are Thomas Gentberg of Sweden, Rosenberg Rossetti of the Philippines, and Darren De Silva of Singapore. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he stands at 185 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 10 wins and only 1 loss. Training out of American Kickboxing Academy, representing India. Stepping into action is Arjun Singh Bhullar.
Let's go.
And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he stands at 191 centimeters tall, holding a mixed martial arts record of 16 wins and 8 losses. Training out of Alliance Training Center, representing the Philippines. Get ready for the reigning and defending One Heavyweight World Champion, Brendan the Truth Vera. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athlete center. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. I expect a clean match. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Do not strike the back of the head or the spine. Let's watch the low blows. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up.
What a stare down between these 2 men. They could beat a statue in a staring contest. Watch the striking of Brandon Vera, particularly the fadeaway left hook. And watch the wrestling of the Kushti stylist. Kushti, a traditional form of Indian wrestling, about 3,000 years old.
Round 1, let's go.
What happens if Arjun Bhullar puts Brandon Vera on his back? And let's see if Vera can hit the jaw of Bhullar. Inside leg kick, fast start here from the champion.
Yeah, this is that moment of truth, Michael, where we see if Arjun is actually going to work those takedowns like we talked about, or try to put fists in Brandon's face.
He's never allowed to relax. He's never allowed to relax. There we go.
Bhullar said he wants to keep this forward pressure on. He does not want to give Brandon Vera the chance to start coming forward. So he's going to keep that forward pressure until Brandon Vera breaks.
Brandon switching to southpaw here. Both men in southpaw stance at the moment. Nice inside leg kick out of southpaw. Back to orthodox now. Southpaw again for Brandon. The champion has finished everyone at heavyweight. Good low check there from Bhullar. Double left hand from Bhullar. Orthodox stance now from him, also from the champion. Long-reaching jab from Vera.
Bhullar's doing a great job here with his head movement and moving around. He's backing Brandon up. He's not getting overly anxious, over pursuing, which Brandon oftentimes depends on for those counter strikes that he lands.
And Arjun Bhullar become India's first ever world champion.
Yeah, Rich, Bhullar's also got really good parrying tactics. He's doing a good job at defending with his guard and not taking a lot of these shots straight on, which a lot of people have done. And Bhullar landed a nice little right hand right there.
Henry Hooft calling for the jab. Wants the left cross for company. Vera constantly switching stance in this opening round. Good jab.
I think this is the most static I've ever seen Brandon. He's typically moving his feet, and this time he's planted without hardly any footwork. I'm not sure if this is a strategic decision or if he's making a mistake here.
Typically, we see a lot of lateral movement from Vera. He's always moving backwards. He circles around the wall, utilizes the entire space very well. But you can see how Bhullar turns and cuts off that circle. He's not allowing Brandon to utilize a lot of that movement as Bhullar again comes over with that right hand.
Brandon's going to be careful not to drop that left glove. Bhullar trying to thread the overhand right. Has come close twice now. Catches the jab as Bhullar.
See how both these guys are switch hitting. They're both changing stances just to give each other a different look. And they're also very effective off of both stances.
Jab to overhand right again. Going for the headache maker there, Arjun Bhullar. Both back to southpaw stance. Jab from Vera.
Bhullar's doing a great job with these little micro movements of his feet. The feint there with the jab throws Brandon on his footwork.
First takedown attempt was successful as he turned the corner on the single leg. Brandon Vera's got high-level jiu-jitsu here.
We haven't often seen it, Mitch, in one championship from Brandon Vera because most of his fights end on the feet.
Exactly, and they also end around this time, too. They rarely go past the first round, and Bhullar's doing a good job right now of controlling the half, not really trying to pass. You can see Vera is trying to attack the left arm of Bhullar. He might be looking for a Kimura on that side and possibly using it for a sweep, but Bhullar's really heavy here in the half guard.
Yeah, Bhullar's staying heavy to keep that left arm of his protected because Brandon has that lockdown on that arm. So Bhullar's doing a good job of like wrapping that out into his waist because if he tries to move, he's going to pick that waist up inevitably just for movement purposes, and that's going to open that hole for Brandon to be able to pull that arm out.
Let's go work the finish.
Got a minute.
1 minute remaining. First round set for 5 in our World Heavyweight title main event here at One Championship Dangal.
Shoulder heavy in.
On the edge of their seats in the Philippines for Brandon Vera. On the edge of their seats in India on Star for Arjun Bhullar. And certainly so much interest right around the world.
Let's go work the finish.
Especially to see if Arjun Bhullar can not only become the first man to beat Vera at heavyweight here, but the first man to become a world champion from India.
It's kind of a stalemate right now. The referee might stand him up.
No.
We only got about 25 seconds, though. You can see Bhullar, Vera's trying to create some movement, trying to create some pride, but it's hard to move Bhullar. Look how heavy he is in the half guard.
Rich, is there any scoring going on here?
No, I mean, Bhullar landed the scoring on the takedown. There hasn't been much done since
10
then.
seconds, work
Brandon's
the finish.
looking for this submission hold, but he hasn't been able to isolate enough to really create any kind of danger for Bhullar. So this really is a stalemate position.
Some heel kicks to the hamstring to end the round for Brandon Vera and Arjun Bhullar. Folks, let us know your thoughts on social media at One Championship across all your social media platforms.
Interesting first round. We saw Brandon with a successful leg kick there as Bhullar was coming forward. Good defensive strategy on the feet from Bhullar, but then this was the biggest moment of that first stanza. He was able to turn the corner, put Brandon Vera down. Brandon immediately went after the Kimura. Bhullar settled into the half guard, flattened him out, and was able to ride out the rest of those 5 minutes.
Look at both men in their respective quarters. Second round of 5. Rich, your thoughts after the opening 5 minutes?
I'll tell you what, I'm razor edging this one out to Bhullar. He landed the takedown. He was able to control the footwork up top. Landed quite a couple of those right hands and a few combinations coming in. It just looked like he dictated the pace in the first round. So again, this is a very marginal lead.
Tell you what, they'll be going nuts right now in India watching on Star after hearing that Rich Franklin has Bhullar doing very well in the first 5 minutes. Maybe slightly ahead, but do not forget we do score as an overall contest, not individually round by round. Jab to a big leg kick there from Brandon.
You can see how Bhullar reacted on that one. He immediately tried to reach down and deflect that, possibly reaching for the leg kick so he could run the pipe and look for a takedown. But Brandon Vera throws heat when those starts landing those leg kicks.
You sense the mercury may be rising from Brandon Vera. He does have 12 finishes in 16 wins, Vera. 3 finishes in 10 wins for Arjun Bhullar. Jab has been tight tonight from Brandon Vera. Very fast, and again, coming from the waist. There's the overhand left from Vera. Don't forget, folks. Oh, right hand there from Bhullar, stunned him. A beauty there from the Indian. Left hand, Vera's hurt. The uppercut from Bhullar. And Vera trying to create some space and get away. 2 great punches from Arjun Bhullar.
Yeah, Vera's got to land something significant. It's really hard to get a read on Bhullar because his head is never in the same spot. He's utilizing a lot of feints, and he found his moment, came right across with that right hand and wobbled Vera.
And you know those feints he's using a lot of feints going down, looking like he's going to do a knee pick as well with those shots. And so now he's got Brandon guessing.
He's got those level changes, and it's really hard to get a read. Brandon's got to change things up because he's wobbled a little bit. That right hand keeps touching Brandon.
Overhand right, the headache maker, the cranium cracker from Bhullar. Good stiff jab to the schnoz. Nicely done from Arjun Bhullar.
Brandon now is only throwing punches, single punches at a time. He's not putting any kind of combinations together. I think he's gotten to the point where Bhullar's got him guessing so much that he's rarely picking up his feet like that for kicks.
Overhand right. Outside leg kick from Vera. I believe the corner of Bhullar was saying he's ready to go. They believe a couple of more clean punches on Vera could do the trick. You can never write off the heavyweight champion, though. What a dominant champion Vera's been. As Mitch said, the only heavyweight champion in one history. Body shot. Beautifully done. Tried to fold him in half like origami. Jabs for the right hand. There's the right now.
Let go.
And he take down Vera again. Vera dropped to his knees, Rich.
Yeah, he's
the back of the head.
right
Keep
now.
it clean. Keep it clean.
This is, once you have Bhullar on top of you like this, this is control. You see how heavy his hips were before when Brandon had him in that Kimura lock, and this is going to be a tough position for Brandon to get out of.
Have a look at Arjun Bhullar raining down the punishment on Brandon Vera. India will be going into a meltdown right now. Is Bhullar on his way to capturing the world title to become India's first ever world champion? Brandon Vera's still here, Mitch.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of not taking a lot of these shots. He's utilizing that veteran experience, covering up really well, and not taking a lot of damage right now. You can see he's trying to stand up. Bhullar's very heavy. Bhullar's picking his shots carefully, not to gas out. He's got about 75 seconds here to really put it on him because the momentum is definitely turning in Bhullar's favor.
Bhullar trying to manhandle, trying to bully and roughhouse Brandon Vera. Vera on his knees again. Can he kill the Punjab punches into the side of the head? Yes, there they are. The man from Punjab, India, trying to rain down the blows on Vera.
Yeah, Brandon needs either turn into him, quit exposing his back like this, so he needs to either turn into him or he needs to get up off his knees and onto his feet.
Oh, the referee calls it! It's an Indian world champion! It's an Indian world champion! And his name is Arjun Bhullar! Can you believe it? India has a world champion! India has a heavyweight world champion! Arjun Bhullar has done it!
Wow! Arjun Bhullar just shook up the heavyweight division. We've got a new king of the heavyweights. He was looking good on the feet, finding a home with the right hand, went to the body, and then got things to the ground, did some damage, and was just too much.
Rich Franklin, India has arrived. Indian martial arts finally has a world champion.
Yes, absolutely. Heavyweight champ right here you guys are looking at, and I'll tell you what, he came into this match with the best game plan you could possibly have against Brandon Vera. He was able to freeze Brandon Vera's feet in the first round. Brandon wasn't teeing off like he normally does, and then he got him guessing. When Brandon thought he was going to shoot, he would land overhand rights like that. All those feints that Mitch was talking about before, feints with the jab, feints with the knee picks where he would pretend like he was going to go down and take him down, and then he would just follow up with right hands and wobbling Brandon like this. This was a systematic dismantling.
What a way to cap off one championship, Dangal. The age of India is upon us here at One Championship, and it's being led by the big, bold, and powerful Arjun Bhullar, who just roughhoused Brandon Vera and finished the now former champion in 2 rounds. My word. Let's go to Tom Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 27 seconds in the second round for your winner by way of technical knockouts and new one heavyweight world champion, Arjun Bhullar.
It's an Indian World Mixed Martial Arts Champion. It's a heavyweight World Combat Champion. It's Arjun Bhullar. The dream comes true. They could not have scripted this in a Bollywood movie. The reign of gold over the circle. The reign of gold begins for Arjun Bhullar. Now a part of the most stacked heavyweight division ever in One Championship history. The torch has been passed. Champion number 2, Arjun Bhullar. And for India, of course, champion number 1. Rich, it's such a pleasure to be a part of witnessing sports history. Let's go to the Dragon now with Brandon Vera.
Brandon, this did not look like the truth we've known to come and see. As you seem different, you were flat-footed, the gas tank wasn't there. What was going on?
You know, I wish I had an answer. Man, I'm sorry, Sanford MMA. I'm sorry for all my family that I didn't perform the way I could and should have. I don't know. This is the first time in my entire career that I actually felt gassed in the first round. It was weird. I'm in shape. We've been training our ass off. We've been working with the best people in the world. I don't know. I don't know. This is new for me.
It seemed like you had a problem with the leg. You went down. Was there something going on there with the body, or did you just feel the significance of the shots?
I hurt my ribs during camp, and he caught me with a good one right on the ribs. I mean, this is part of the gig, you know? That's what we do. There's no excuse. He hit me with a lot of other stuff before he hit me with the ribs. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm really annoyed with myself and disappointed. And I don't have that strap. I'm not the world champ right now. It's not sitting well. So I don't know. We just keep training. We'll go back to Sanford. And we just keep grinding. We'll get my belt back.
But what's next for Brandon Vera?
Right now in this pandemic world, I'm going back to Florida where it's open and go train at Sanford, go get better, come back, and work on getting that belt back.
All right, Brandon. Hope to see you back soon.
Thank you very much.
Have a safe trip.
Thanks, Dragon. Thank you.
Always a gentleman, Brandon Vera. And a lot of emotion there from the now former world champion. Let's go to the Dragon now with Arjun Bhullar.
India's first mixed martial arts world champion, Arjun Bhullar. How's that sound, my friend?
Amazing. India, we got one now. Your first world champion, baby. Let's go.
You told me earlier this week that you wanted to put the pressure on him until he broke, and that was the game plan, and that's exactly what happened. Is this how you envisioned this whole thing playing out?
Absolutely. We were going to box him up, get it in that range, wrestle him, pressure him, break him. That was the game plan. You didn't name this Dungle for no effing reason. I don't know if I can swear. I won this in a Dungle. This is for the grand champions. That's where this comes from. Only the best, only the biggest, only the baddest get one of these. So you best believe I was going to perform tonight.
I wanted you to walk me through this because it was just beautiful. The way you hurt him with that overhand right, you went to the body, but then you were patient when things hit the ground. I want you to walk me through this and tell me exactly what's going through your mind when you realized you could become a world champion.
Just patience. I knew I was going to hurt him. My coaches knew I'm well-trained, guys. I've been with the best since day one. Out of Vancouver, Jay Johnsey striking, Adam Ryan jiu-jitsu. I knew I was going to hurt him. And the plan was keep patient. I came in the lightest I've ever been intentionally. We were going to go 5 rounds of that. And I did not believe he had 5 rounds up against mine. There's no way.
Well, we've got a stacked heavyweight division, and as you look to the future, is there a name of somebody you would like to face inside the circle as your first title defense?
Most definitely. There's a Korean heavyweight out there who shut up a loudmouth recently. I call him the Iranian killer. He beat 2 of them in 1 month. I believe he should be the guy who gets this next, and that's who I'd love to face. While the rest of the division sorts itself out, I think he's earned his keep. But before my next fight, I do want to say one thing. I have reached the pinnacle of this sport. Now I want to attack the pro wrestling industry. AEW, WWE, I'm coming for you guys next. Consider this a warning shot.
So that was a call out to Kang Ji-won?
For the fight, absolutely.
All right, AEW, Kang Ji-won, either way, I'm buying that ticket. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new ONE Heavyweight World Champion, Arjan Bhullar.
How about that confidence? And why not? He won the Mason at Dungal. He caps off one Dungal tonight by becoming India's first ever world champion. And he says, Kang Ji-won, you can have the first crack at the crown. What a night of fights it was. Here at ONE Championship Dungal. Tremendous, tremendous stuff. Can you believe it? History was made tonight, Mitch. Arjan Bhullar gets one for India.
Man, we've been breaking down this heavyweight title matchup all week, and I've heard so much. Just Rich is smiling because he knows what I'm going to say.
Okay, you were the one that said Arjan would win it all along. You predicted this a while ago, and it came to fruition. I give you praise. That's all you wanted, right? But Rich, it was amazing to be a part of history, to see this, and for India to get it.
It was. We went back and forth on this all week, right? And I'll tell you this much, that when we talked about the game plan that Arjan Bhullar needed, it was taking him, it was pressuring him and taking him into those deep waters if necessary. And that's exactly what he said he was planning on doing.
Folks, we are back on May 28 with ONE Championship Empower for the first time ever. An all-female card at ONE Championship. Check this out at Empower. May 28, Zhong Jinnan defends the strawweight world title against 8-time BJJ world champion Michelle Nicolini. Also, Anissa Mexon, the baddest woman on the planet, is here. She takes on Martine Michelietto. And of course, the Atomweight Grand Prix goes down at Empower. Ritu Folga, we know, is out after losing to Killer B Nguyen tonight, but still in. Mongbo, Elise Anderson, Itsuki Arata, Stan Fairtex, Aliona Rasinya, Seo Hee Ham, and Denise Sambawanga. It is absolutely stacked. And our knockout of the night from ONE Championship Dungal can only belong to one man. And that man is the man who made history, Arjan Bhullar. When in the second round, he did this to Brandon Vera. Vera opened up well enough with a leg kick. It was only a matter of time. The overhand right rocked Brandon Vera, and he could smell it from there, Arjan Bhullar, and he went to town on the then champion. Gets the takedown against Brandon Vera. Vera goes turtle shell, and Arjan Bhullar curls in the knuckles to the referee, says no more. A TKO win, and a new world champion, Arjan Bhullar of India. Folks, from myself, Michael Chavello, the Dragon Mitch Chulson, the Hall of Famer, the Ace Rich Franklin, it's good night from Singapore.